I left Operation Dudula because it was taking a direction.
So this is the former president of Operation Dudula, and this is what he had to say. Just listen
I
up.
left Operation Dudula because it was taking a direction that I was not there to lead.
When I was advocating for Operation Dudula, it was simple. The institution, the movement was fighting against undocumented foreigners committing crime in our country.
When I led Operation Dudula for millions of people to know, the mission was simple. What we were trying to achieve was simple. We were fighting illegal, undocumented foreigners that were undermining the laws of South Africa. If you are not on the systems, your fingerprint, you kill people, you do this.
So basically, they came up with this idea that's called Operation Dudula. I don't know what's the meaning of Dudula. Please, please don't insult. Please, let's educate each other and let's help each other on this topic, because this is involving people's lives, which is, it's not really good what's going on over there. Individuals are taking their matter to their own hands, which is, sometimes they're right psychologically, emotionally, the feeling is right, but the feeling is never just a fact, right? So please don't insult me. I know a lot of people trying to insult me. Don't insult me. Just let me know what's the meaning of Dudula in the comment below, and then we can elaborate. We can elaborate over there. So, for whatever, if you don't know, this is Operation Dudula. So they stop people from now receiving healthcare service in South Africa, and this has been going so wild, especially for black individual and vulnerable Africans, those Africans that come to South Africa to seek for a better life, like asylum seekers, illegals, immigrants, which is, there is a lot of illegal immigrants in South Africa, like anywhere else in the world. If you go to America, there are plenty. So just watch this, and you're gonna tell me in a comment, what do you think about this?
About say, see, relationship here how? A foreign man is not our relationship.
This is insane. Your relationship with a foreign man, it's not our relationship. I really don't know what you guys saying like about this, because I mean, like, what is this? Like, let me know in the comment below, because I don't get this.
We are not going to fight for South African needs and South African privileges. Your boyfriend, if your boyfriend or husband is foreign, must go to a private clinic there or private hospital.
If your boyfriend, your husband, he's a foreign, you have to go to a private hospital. You have to go to a private clinic. You do not have to use public health services. Wow. this is man, I'm thanking God so much. I'm a foreign in South Africa, so like when I see those people being victimized, it's also touching me. But I also, in some other way, I do understand the feeling of South Africans. But at this point, they take it, some individual taking it to another level, which is, it's unnecessary. You have to know the law of your country. You have to know the right of humanity. So many people can, especially TikTok. There is so many dumbest people on TikTok. A lot of dumb people on TikTok. TikTok, Facebook, it's for dumb. I prefer Thread. I prefer Instagram. I prefer YouTube and Facebook's comments. TikTok is very dumb. It's like people like are acting like they've never gone to school. Like they don't know anything about the country. They don't like. I'm not saying like people should know the law, but it's just too much. So this is what Operation Dudula does, and this is hectic. This guy is surely preaching hatred in the middle of this is kind of like a Rosettenville, I'm sure. Rosettenville is in Gauteng, it's in Johannesburg. I know Rosettenville. I live in Joburg for 3 years. So the guy is taking a mic and preaching on the queue.
Relationship, your romantic relationship with a foreign man is your relationship and it's a personal relationship. Your man is not a boyfriend for all South Africans. Tranquilo.
Your man is not a boyfriend or husband for the entire South Africans. I'm like, how many South Africans are married or having foreign national husbands? Well, for that, it's debatable. Last year, I was at the festival, and then I've seen almost every South African girl with a foreign guy. Like, I was like, all the South African women are dating foreign guys. I don't know. I'm not saying all, but are many, like, especially the Gen Z. I think people, they just want to explore. Like, people, they just want to know about other people. I mean, like, there is no problem about that. I mean, I don't understand why you gonna hate that. Like, seriously, let me know in the comment below because I don't get it.
Tranquilo. We are not in a relationship with your man or your boyfriend. We are South Africans. You have your affairs with your boyfriend than your foreign man. Don't force us into your relationship.
So, one of the worst and the bad thing about this Operation Dudula, it's because you remember at the beginning, what did the guy say? He quit Operation Dudula.
I left Operation Dudula because it was taking a direction that I was not there to lead.
When I was advocating for Operation Dudula, it was simple. The institution that
This is the guy who started Operation Dudula, and it was simple. His mission was simple. Let's track illegal immigrants that are committing crimes in our country, which is like everybody will do that. If we see an illegal alien that's committing crime in a country, they want to trace you, they can't find you. Everybody will advocate for that. Like for me personally, 100%. If this was the mission, bro, I got you. Let's track them down. You know what I'm saying? Not only illegal, but everybody who's committing crime, we track them down. So the motto of putting illegal was to emphasizing people's um, um, feelings. So when the moment South Africans will see or will hear illegal immigrant, because there is something like in South Africa, if you're illegal immigrant, that means you don't pay tax. And this is actually funny because a lot of illegal immigrants are working in South Africa. They are not supposed to work by law in South Africa, not like in America or in some other countries. Illegal immigrant can work. Illegal immigrant have the right to have a bank account, which is in South Africa you are not allowed to. If you are illegal immigrant or if you have an asylum seeker, not all the banks they will give you access to their banking. Not everybody can buy a house with an asylum seeker. I don't think so in South Africa. So illegal immigrants, as the moment they mention illegal immigrants, some people think like those one who works, they don't pay tax. No, but when you get paid already, like if you pay by a taxpayer, like it's already UIF is already deducting. So many South Africans are saying like they don't pay tax, blah blah blah. They cannot consume, they cannot use our healthcare and stuff like that. But by law, human rights, whether you are illegal or legal in South Africa, you have the right to healthcare. I mean, President Ramaphosa just said that. So I'm like, this is why people are so emotional. People are so brutal about this Operation Dudula, especially online, because the majority of the people, they do not know the rights of the country. And they keep on saying that the government is fighting against the South Africans and they are helping illegal aliens, which is not right. You don't know more than your government. You don't know more than your constitutional court. Because how many times Operation Dudula went to courts and they fell? They're violating the human rights. And if you are watching this, don't violate the human rights. Don't be part of the wrong side of the story, right? I told one guy that, do you know what ANC means, African National Congress, but not South African National Congress? It speaks a lot because at that time, it's African country that was pushing the agenda, not South Africa, Africans country, which is a lot. People will be like, oh, I don't want to go to that debate topics and stuff like that. Please don't attack me. Please just elaborate and be more mature and drop a conversation. If you want to comment, just comment in a proper way where we can understand each other, right? Because I don't filter comments. If you insult me, it's gonna be there. But online abuse is very bad, so do not insult me, right? So there's a lot of things people should learn how to approach the matter. And even the law enforcement will never going to let you go into people's house and started to ask people for IDs. No, it's not gonna happen. It's not. If they track you, you are doing some illegal stuff. Here's what's gonna happen: they will convict you as a criminal if it's an offense, if it's a criminal offense. If you are an illegal immigrant in South Africa, if you don't know, now you have to know. An illegal immigrant has the right to a lawyer. Yeah. Let me just the right of an illegal immigrant in South Africa. So let's just gonna read together. This is AI overview. Yes, illegal immigrant in South Africa still have a certain rights, primarily enshrined in Bill of Rights within the South African Constitution, according to the South African Human Rights Commission. While they may not have all the rights of the citizen, like the right to vote, but they are entitled to basic human rights such as access to health care, protection from discrimination, and fair labor practices, right? And what is Operation Dudula is doing is attacking them from discrimination, right? You are attacking people, you are discriminating people. I mean, like, this is, if it was like Operation Dudula is white against black, this is what it's going to be 100% racism. And this is why people always name this as xenophobia, right? And actually it's xenophobic attack, right? You cannot just do this. It's unhuman. It's like violating the human rights of the South African Human Rights Commission, right? Elaboration. Constitutional rights. The South African Constitution, particularly the Bill of Rights, extend its protection to everyone within the country borders, including undocumented immigrants. This means they are entitled to fundamental rights like dignity, equality, and freedom from cruel and unusual punishment. This is actually South African's law, not made up. You see? So when you do an action, you have to consider what you are doing, because when they catch you, they can fine you, they can penalize you, right? Access to healthcare. The Constitution guarantees access to healthcare services, and this right is not contingent on a person's legal status. You will never go to a South African hospital and they ask you if you are on a visa. No, it's not gonna happen. It's not. This is South Africa. If you tired of that, then tell the South African healthcare minister to change that instead of fighting vulnerable people, because most of the people I see there, they are like really vulnerable. And the bad thing is like Operation Dudula is attacking everyone. The moment you are a black foreign, the moment you are African foreign, like you are being under attack. Like not everyone is illegal in South Africa. Roughly, there is almost 4 millions of foreign national, and you can't say like 4 millions of people are undocumented. No, because Botswana is a full of country. There are like 2 millions of people. You cannot say like 4 million is already is like constituting a country. So you can't say 4 millions are undocumented. They might be a lot, but I'm not sure they can go even to 1.5 million. It's not 1.5 millions of people. It's a lot, right? Labor rights, even if employed without proper documentation, illegal immigrants are still entitled to certain labor rights, including protection from unfair dismissal and the right to fair labor practices. Right? Right to legal assistance in case of arrest, detention. Illegal immigrants have the right to legal representation and to contact organizations that can provide legal assistance. Even if they are, you cannot say like somebody is in the country, they're gonna arrest them and then they're gonna deport them. If you don't know, now you need to know, because Home Affairs and Immigration, there were sometimes, I don't know when, they used to go like every Tuesday, they go to prison so they can ask illegal immigrants, why are you in the prison? They hear them, and if they are not there because they committed the crime, what Home Affairs is gonna do? Home Affairs is gonna legalize the people, and Immigration is gonna put them under the system, and they will become legal in the country. They will start to function normally, just like legal people. So if you don't know, you need to know these kind of things, because people keep on talking on social media, but you do not understand, because you've never been a foreign in people's country. And at that moment, it's so hard for you to know the law of the country, or the law or the rights that you have in a certain country, right? Limitation. It's important to note that while illegal immigrants have certain rights, they are still subject to the law related to immigration and deportation. They can be arrested and detained for violating immigration law. Detained, not arrested. Because when they detain you, they ask you to provide people that will come to assist you for legal responsibility and stuff like that. So, guys, there is a lot of things as humans we have to learn, especially in a country like South Africa, where the country has been oppressed. The country has been oppressed for so long, and I will recommend you to read a book called The Pedagogy of the Oppressed by Paulo Freire. He's a Brazilian guy. In this book, he talks a lot about the oppression, and one of my best quotes from this book is that when the oppressed has been so much oppressed, sometimes he turns to become an oppressor himself by oppressing, by imitating the behavior of the oppressor. Do you understand? So, and I see a lot of people that participating, the people that are supporting the Operation Dudula, we've been oppressed, right? But by being oppressed, we tend to trying to eager that behavior so we can also oppress other individuals, and this is practically wrong. Instead of being more human to other people, but we are not that. But I do understand why, because this is all because of the systematical oppression, like malfunctions of systematical works. There is no work in South Africa. Like the youth unemployment is jumped to 62%, which is it's very, very bad. And all right, everybody, if we don't work, if we don't have money, we're gonna get oppressed, and our anger, we're gonna take it to the wrong people. And this is the situation that we are facing in South Africa. But if you were busy working, imagine somebody just go. Man, I really don't understand. Like, I really don't get it, because how could you just wake up early in the morning if you had a job and you go to the hospital to stop people from getting to the hospital? Like, you telling me if you're running a business, you have a job, and you come here to Rosentonville clinics and whatever, stopping people from going to the clinic, like, because I don't understand. You don't have a job. And the funny thing is, they wanted a political power, political party, which is they kind of like failing. But congratulations to Operation Dudula, but they will keep on failing. It's not really good to portray South Africa in this type of situation in this way, because South Africa is a country of free, is a land of free, and people should be free in South Africa. That's it for today, guys. Share with me your thoughts in the comments. Please don't insult me. Don't I don't want you to insult me, please, man. I don't. You hate me. Somebody insulted me like flat head recently, and I'm like, God damn it, this is so crazy. Please like the video. Let me know in the comment what do you say, and I will see you in the next video. I love you guys. Ciao.